Be- listen, you.
Linda. Listen.
Okay, what?
Linda. Listen.
Listen, you.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Okay, what?
It's
What you
time.
talking about? What you 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 talking about?
I like playing with a couple of things here and there. How you doing? You doing all right, Miss Bella?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you, Mr. Know-It-All? You all right today?
Doing all right. Welcome to Hood Talk. It is time. It is time. It's time. It's time to get the party started.
The party is about to
Time
start.
to get the party started.
The party is about to start.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Are you ready to throw down? Yes, we are. Right.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
what happened?
So, this is Hood Talk, and this is Mr. Know-It-All. And I'm here with Miss Bella.
Hello, everyone.
And go on, tell them what's
The subject for tonight
Bella.
is: do men and women have too much baggage to stay together?
Mm.
Does that baggage make you say yes or no? So we're here for it. We're here to discuss with Mr. Know-It-All. Do men and women have too much baggage to stay together? So we're here to discuss this.
Mm.
So we can have all type of baggages, emotional baggages,
Yes, Lord.
general baggages,
Yes,
tag
Lord.
along baggages, just a whole suitcase. So we're here to find out if you're carrying around these things of stress, anxieties, worries, inner criticism, negative thoughts. We're trying to see if this is what
Crazy,
we're here
crazy.
for. Now what? What you say, the cray part?
Cray. Is you just crazy for no reason at top.
All of that.
Some
We're
people
here
just
for
crazy.
it. Mhm.
Some people just flat foot bat crazy.
Oh,
Life that made them
wow.
crazy.
But a lot of people, they deal with emotional baggages. It's a metaphor, but it just referred to negativity, unprocessed emotions from your past experience. Like all type of emotional baggages, if not taken care of, you can negatively impact your current experiences, whether it's a relationship or even direct communication.
So which one you want to get into first?
All of it. We're here to discuss all of
Yeah,
it.
we need to discuss one at a time.
One at a time. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about these baggages for your relationships, your friendships, your family ships, your careers. So, Mr. Know It All, I want you to talk about these old friends, new friends, children, family,
Hold on,
boyfriend,
they don't need to know
girlfriend.
all that. They gonna get to that. They don't need to know
It,
all that.
it covers a multitude of things. So, there are many types of emotional or just general baggage. We're here to talk about it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that from the door. Old friend baggage.
Elaborate.
Uh, you know how people judge people by the people they hang with.
I do know that part.
So sometimes we might not even think it, but people are judging you just because your friends. What's up, Kimberly Petty Boo?
Hi, Kim Kim.
She looking slim on that picture, girl. What you done been doing? Drinking slim fast and stuff. She getting ready for the hot girl summer.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Work it out, boo. Get your thing together.
Heady boo. I need to stop.
Yeah, you being petty, boo.
Stop.
He's trying to take your name on the slick, girl. He's trying to take your name on the slick.
I would do it. I would do it. What we got? What we got going today? What we got going today? The old friends. So what we got? What we got going today? What we got going?
Well, you said the old friends, so I'm trying to see, in what sense, what do you mean?
Well, like I said, they say, the people you hang with, it adds baggage to you sometimes. So sometimes, like you might think that, like you got dudes that, sometimes they might go to jail, get out of jail, start hanging. They say, "Oh, you back hanging with that same crowd. You're gonna end up back where you was, hang with the same people." And I think sometimes people don't learn from their mistakes. Sometimes they go to hanging with these people, and they feel like they over it, but growth comes change. So sometimes you can still deal with some people, but as you move up in life, you're gonna get in a mix of more like-minded people like you. Like when you start eating right, people that eat right just all of a sudden end up around you sometimes. You go to the gym, like the same type of dudes. When you see dudes and you see all of them driving almost the same kind of car and stuff like that. Like they got the Chevy posse, the Ford posse, the this and that, the biker gangs, everybody with bikes, everybody, because you start hanging with a certain what's name, y'all start doing some of the same stuff.
So are you saying that you are a reflection or you act like the people that you hang with?
In a way. You have you have things in common.
Okay.
We might think we don't, but you have more things in common with people that you hang with than you don't.
But does it always mean their bad side or is any side?
No, I'm just saying you have things in common.
In common.
We might sometimes we might
the same thing.
Sometimes we don't want to take it as being bad because we don't want it to be bad. Like you might eat chicken, but if you keep on eating chicken and people and if somebody keep hanging around you, eventually they're gonna say, "Give me a piece." And they're gonna start eating that chicken.
Well, just like Miss Kimberly just said, she said she's down to eating meat once a day. No pork, no cow, just turkey, fish, and chicken. You're on your way. You on the protein boost. Good luck. You look good, girl. You look nice.
And then guess what? Then you can turn around and stuff like that. Say you implement it, on your family, you'll see a whole change. Like when people start eating better and it start working for them, people around them sometimes try to change a little bit too. You know what I'm saying?
Will. If they see your outcome, they see you doing good in anything. Right. Even with partying, drinking, hanging out, and doing different things, people see you doing something different, they'll try and sway to your side.
Right.
It works.
So we have to.
It can be a good influence to people,
Mm-hmm. So I feel like, with anything, change, sometimes change can be bad, but, dealing with your friends and this and that, sometimes dealing with older friends will get you in trouble. You know how a woman being a good girl, she done been a good girl for a while, and maybe her friend girl come in town, she wild out. She don't even want to come home. Her man like, what the hell you been? You know what's name? I don't see her all the time. I only see her once a year. We
What
don't
about
go.
birthday behavior? Hey, birthday,
Yeah, I understand, but I'm saying, but it's. But guess what? If that same girl stayed in that same town, you probably be single.
Oh well,
But I'm just saying, you feel what I'm saying
I
though?
get you.
Like bad. What's the name? Like sometimes just like drinking. A joke can be sober, but if he start hanging around somebody drink every day, he mess around and might mess around and take a drink. That's just how it go. We can play it crazy, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Mm,
You feel me?
I got you. I
All right.
got you.
Anything else you want to add on the old friends?
Well, hey, if it's an old friend, you got to think about old friends are friends. There are some people that are friends in your life that does not have an impact on your life in general. That does not affect the way how you act or receive or perceive things. They're just old friends. You just come together and hang out and do your little thing, but everybody doesn't have a negative impact on friendships. Or everybody does not have a negative downplay on what a friend is to them.
Yeah.
So you just can't take that all the time. Everything isn't just about being negative on something. Maybe that friend came into your life or at that point in time that saved your relationship. You wouldn't even know, like, hey, this been working for you. Hey, and I like it and stay here. That
Mhm.
type of thing. So you don't know. So old friends can't always just be bad. It may be a help to your relationship or your friendship or whatever you're trying to hold together.
Yeah. So my next one. What about these new friends?
They don't really know you.
Sometimes them baggage it comes with new friends.
New friends?
Yeah.
Why? Because you taking on their baggage and you acting like them?
Oh, that could be it. New
Okay.
friends, you know how people will tell you since you've been hanging with what's name, you done change. I don't. You've been acting funny. You've been whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes a new friend can get you in all kind of trouble. So sometimes the old friend probably what you was hanging with that got you a man. Your new friend might get you back single. You mess around, be hanging with some new friends, and be back single around him. Be like, damn.
Like, oops, did I do that?
Yeah. See, you ain't know that. You ain't know that. See, you thought that new friend thing was gonna throw something else in there, didn't it?
Well, that's what I thought.
But that
Because a lot of times when you have somebody in your life and you don't really know them, they feel like if they knew, then the new person is coming to deter your life in another direction. And they don't
guess
really know you. So,
guess what? A
what?
new friend is really sometimes more baggage than an old friend. Think
Okay.
about it. No, I'm saying just think about it. Think about it. A new friend sometimes come in and talk about, girl, you letting him talk to you like that?
Don't they say?
Uh, girl, girl,
You doing
you
what
got
he
to,
said. You talking about
you
you
got
got to
to
be
be
home at a certain time. What? Who
right,
does
girl.
that?
Girl, I go when I wanna go. I do this, I do that. And she won't tell you she's single or she just really or she's sharing 3, 4 dudes. Not one. She shared 3, 4 of
You
them.
should say 3 or 4.
Or barn.
Most of the time, it be loners for people that's not committed.
Well, I'm just saying. Sometimes
People don't really commit. They just say they committed to relationship these days. They not committed, are they? You think people really commit and say,
you
"I'm in a
said
relationship and I am," like their words mean what they say? You think people still do
well,
that
she,
in 2021?
a lot of time, a lot of the time, these people single for real. They can't get along with nobody.
Oh wow.
It's people that can't get along with nobody. They don't even like themselves. They be arguing with themselves. What? 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 It's people. I done seen people arguing with themselves.
Should I? Should I not? Oh, okay, I get
What
you.
kind of person argue with themselves? Be holding up dresses. I don't like that. Yeah, you crazy. You crazy. I'm telling you now, it's people that sit there and don't even like themselves. How can you get out of your own way if you don't even if some people don't even like themselves?
I agree with you on that. You have to start with self
They
because how
be
can you help anybody in any situation, whether it's a relationship or not?
right.
How can you help anyone if you don't have yourself together?
Don't even like yourself. Be
Right,
sitting
you got to start with self. You got to see what's good for self.
be straight up mad.
Look, more than a selfie, you got to start with self.
Mad. It just don't make no sense.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But
Okay, so
you
we
got anything
talked
to
about these
add to that?
old friends. We got these old friends. We got these new
New
friends.
friends. You got
So
anything to add to that?
no, we just have to be careful.
Yeah.
A lot of
New
times
friends. Because guess
we
what?
go.
New friend get you shot, put in jail, or dead.
Oh
I'm telling
wow!
you can hang with a new friend and next thing you know, you be like, how I get back in jail?
Did you say back in jail like you've been
Back
there
in jail.
before?
Because
Oh my goodness!
you probably ain't been there since you was in your 20s. Tell me, what the hell happened? Oh, I started hanging with this new.
But that probably had nothing to do with the
I'll
friend.
tell you that.
If you
Yo,
do a
hold on.
repeat
Yo, hold
cycle
on.
and
Watch
end
this.
up in
Watch this.
jail,
Watch
that's
this.
on
Watch
you.
this. Your friends always got something to do with you. Let me tell you something. Your friends can either keep you out of shit or keep you in shit. You be the choice on choosing your friends
That's
wisely
what I'm
because
saying.
them same friends can keep you in shit and can keep you out of shit. Cause you got
But
friends that
listen.
can bag down, and you got friends that won't bag down, and they ready to take on everybody. You got friends out here want to go to war with everybody. There's a dude with an Uzi in his hand. They steady. They got a knife in their hand. They ready. Let's get them. Yeah, fuck. Do what you gonna do? What? Shoot that pistol. Shoot that pistol.
I feel like if you ever go to jail or prison and if you allow somebody else to make you go back, then you didn't think about yourself anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Because I don't think jail or prison would be something I would ever want to repeat in life.
But I'm gonna do this. You can have the wrong person in your car, right?
Okay.
You don't know what they got on them or whatever. And the police come search them and all y'all going to
And that's
jail.
what we're talking about. You have to be careful with who you choose, the company that you keep. You have to be careful.
I'm telling you that you get yourself locked up. And let me tell you something. And I got to remember this one time. And that's when I kind of stopped riding with people that was out here in these streets. I remember one time I was riding with a dude, and he had a gun, and he threw his gun on my side of the car. Luckily,
Why?
when the police called himself, because he didn't even know I had my gun on me. When the officer pointing guns, I'm raising my hand. I'm not seeing the gun. He done slid over there. He just threw it on the floorboard under me. Cause you know how like the police come on both sides of the car, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing the police. He's shining a light down in there, and I guess I'm like, what's going on? This man then threw a gun on my side, and I had my gun under my leg. I said, my gun right here. I don't carry no two guns. And why would I carry that little gun now? I said, that ain't my gun. and old dude, he held up for it, but I mean, he didn't want to. He actually went to jail and called me and told me, hey, can you take that gun charge for me? Man, I was like, gun charge. And he was like, if you take it, I can get out. I'm a convicted this and that. I'm like, player, you try to throw a gun under my seat. You ain't throw it under your seat. You threw it under my seat. So I think people got to understand when you ride with somebody. I mean, that what kind of killed me from riding with somebody, because that was my first time really riding with him. But he said, you know how a person seemed like a real cool dude, but you don't know what a dude got on him. You don't know if he a felon or he not a felon, if he wanted, or what they doing, what they got on them. Because if a dude did not get caught, dude don't care nothing about you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you might think you in a car and you good like this here. Somebody slip something on your side of the car. You'll never know. You'll never know if you get in somebody's car and they got something hid on your side of the car.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
Yeah.
So we got to be mindful that these type of things happen. And it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny to be on the wrong side of the law and the wrong side of a friend because you thought this person was cool, but they done did some snaky stuff. And it make you look at them sideways, and then it make you start looking at everybody else sideways, because you got to think about it. Just a little boo-boo like that could have got a joke of 5 to 10 years.
Messed up.
You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
So I look at that a little different. So
well, you have to, in that sense, that's different. You have to look for your own security. And that's one reason why I'm going somewhere. I normally don't ride with people.
Yeah.
I'll meet you there, but I don't ride with people too often, because you never know if I have to leave and this person don't want to go.
Right.
Well, I'm on my time, not yours. I'm just enjoying this event with you. And if I need to leave, I'm leaving. So, hey, I'm gone.
But you know what?
I don't ride with people for my own time span.
But you know what the new age got that the old age didn't? Uber. We ain't have Uber when I came up.
Oh, Uber.
We ain't have Uber.
We had telephone calls where you can make a call from the payphone, but there are no payphones anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, even cell phone. But I mean, like you couldn't. Right now you can call an Uber, and an Uber be there in less than 5 minutes picking you up, and you can get away from somebody. Like a woman can be in a restaurant and having a bad date. Instead, if she drove there with that dude, she can call her Uber, and before she get through eating, her Uber can tell her they outside, and she can say short Texas player. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing this. We ain't had this.
Yeah.
So things have really changed, like in everybody's favor, where you can get away from folks. So I blame people now, but people don't go on dates and stuff like that no more.
No, people don't date anymore. I do know that much.
I mean, women killed
it. Oh, you said women.
Killed dating.
So it take two to tangle. So how would you even say that?
The reason I say that, because who really likes dating? Do men say, "Oh, let me go date"? No. Women.
What I'm saying.
You know why women like dating?
Listen, What
No,
man
no.
wouldn't listen?
Can I?
I know women like dating, right?
Uh-huh.
But I'm saying women like dating, but what man wouldn't want to date? I mean, so the only
Say that
hookup
again.
time would be where? Where would you get to know a person? Where will you get to have a conversation with a person? Tell me from a man perspective, where would a man get to understand a woman other than dating her?
Sitting in the car talking to her. Hey, I ain't got to spend $100 to learn who you is.
Oh
Just sitting in the
wow.
car, listen to you. You know what? This joker is back crazy. I'm sorry. Okay, but see, back in the day, a man took her out on a date and all that. He learned on the date that she was crazy. He didn't. He
But
didn't.
listen, you said the key word. The man used to do these things. But let me tell you, some gentlemen, men have got out of the gentleman stage where they don't feel like they even owe that to a woman to even date her
No,
anymore.
no. You know why?
Tell me, I'm listening.
Women turned dating into a sucker stage.
Sucker stage.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so terrible that the mindset is even like that. You know, some standards you don't even have to change in life. And dating, I don't think that that is one. There's nothing wrong with dating.
No, I'm
What point in getting with a woman
women
would
start.
what no, listen, what
Okay,
point
go ahead.
in getting with a female that you will have an opportunity to get to know her? Because so many people are carnal with the situation that you know you're just trying to get to your end zone before even playing the field. So you just know that you need to talk upon this to get what you want out of this situation. Till dating is not even a part. Nobody think to even date, even care or love the other party. Everything is so much as what you want to make you comfortable, to not even consider the other person. Then when it doesn't work, then you wonder like, what did I do wrong? It isn't you, I guess. You know,
Well,
it's just the woman. She needs to play both sides.
let me
She
tell
need to
you.
set up the dates, set
Let
up
me tell you.
conversation
Okay,
spots. What is it?
okay. Let me give you this then.
Okay, let me
Okay,
hear.
since women like dating so much, won't they pay for it?
Nothing's wrong with that
Hold
if it
on.
comes
Okay,
to
why?
it.
No, let me tell you. Now, no, come to it. Women want love date. They go pay for it all the time. Okay,
But
let me tell you something.
listen,
No, let me.
that's the mind.
You
You
won't let me
there
get my
is
point.
more.
No, you won't
Listen,
let me
there
get my
are
point.
free dates. So what do
Okay,
you mean pay
let
for
me.
it?
Hold on. Ain't no free dates for a
Tell me,
man. For a
it
man,
isn't.
ain't nothing free about dating because a man interest is not dating.
Okay.
Let me tell you what a
No,
woman
wait,
looking.
no, we can't go any further. I just want you to
Okay, go
answer
ahead.
this. You said there are no free dates.
No,
So dating only means to take a woman out to eat and feed her or spend some money on her. Is that dating? Is that the only dating? I just want to know from a man perspective. You're
no.
speaking on it.
Reason I say ain't nothing free about a date because a man got to put gas in his car and all this. He got to drive over there. He got to pick her up. He got to go somewhere. He got to do something. So it's still ain't nothing free about a date.
Look, you have to put gas in your car to go to the store. So, like you say, nothing is free, but you're getting to know a
But that's
person.
for me.
Okay,
Going to the
everything
store is for me.
everything about a man that's on your level, if you're saying that's just for you, that's crazy. I've never heard of such until now. So you telling me that you can't go and have a date without buying a meal or wasting putting extra gas in your car to meet a female, to talk to her, to get to know her, and you say it's not dating unless you spend money? Okay, just say for instance, what if the lady came to you? She came to you, maybe to your house.
Uh-huh.
So now you're gonna claim that she used your utilities because the lights had to be on. Is that what you're gonna say?
Uh-uh. I
Are
mean,
there any days that you can
man,
date
hold
a
on.
person other than spending money?
Man don't see nothing wrong with it. Somebody coming over his house.
That's why they don't
He
have dates.
going,
They have
no,
hookups.
let me tell you something. Most women want to go out to the newest restaurant,
That isn't
to
true.
somewhere that's serving drink.
You need to stop limiting yourself because that is
What?
not true.
Okay,
That's
Tell
old
me this.
school.
What you call a perfect date?
Let me tell you, dating can even start from a phone conversation. Sitting having a
Won't you
casual
answer the question though?
Listen, I'm answering your question. If you're listening to
Okay,
me,
go ahead.
dating can start from a casual phone conversation. We can talk over the phone about general things to get to know me and what I like and what we like and what you like and what we enjoy doing. And we may see that we have something in common. So once
Look.
we see each other, that's a different date. That's a eye to eye date. We're here at this place, meeting in a mutual spot. Like somebody said on there, go Dutch. We can go here. You can buy your food, I buy my food, or you can bring your food, I bring my food.
There you go.
There are things like we can have picnic lunch.
There you go.
We can
Now,
show up and not
that
even
sounds
eat
better.
and just have a conversation.
Right, that sounds better. That's what men like to do. Women don't want to go on these
What do men let women
5-star dates.
know? Well, do men let women know that that's what they like to do? So can we just assume that
Can I tell you
because we
something?
are women?
Can I tell you something? You know why they
No.
build a new restaurant on every corner? Because women going. As women going. Women
The
take a
men
picture.
outnumber the women
Listen,
there.
women take a picture in front of a new restaurant every what's night. You know why men going there? Looking for them women. They going, and guess which one they going to? The one that serve drinks. The one that don't serve drinks ain't nothing but family going there. I'm just saying.
I'm just thinking like from a man perspective. Can you think of something that you can do to date a woman to make a date other than going to a restaurant, having a drink? Can you, as a man, think of something that you could do to date a woman? Do you know how to date a woman? So when you're answering this question, it's coming from a man perspective, and it may help another male.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let me hear.
I think if a man want to get to know maybe a woman, maybe he need to just, take a walk in. I mean, stuff he want to do. See if she want to go, you know, to the gym, go walking. Uh, what's places that a woman would go
No,
to?
no, it's
No,
not
I'm saying
about
what
the
a
woman.
man.
It's about
No, I'm
you.
talking about both. A sports bar, watch a game at the sports bar, stuff that you can do probably together, but is kind of like in the middle of it. You feel what I'm saying? Because like going to one of these restaurants that like a first couple of dates and is 40 is more than $40 each meal, that's ludicrous. I'm not taking to that dude that flipping the sushi in his hat. She don't get that till we together. Now I'm sure it's men out there that taking women on luxurious dates. I mean, yeah,
And,
but
and that's the thing you don't understand. A
uh,
lot of women, it doesn't take all of that for us. It doesn't take that.
yeah,
Simple things. Look,
meals
a
is getting away
turkey
from me.
sandwich in the park is great. Watermelon in the park is awesome. So I'm saying, you saying walk, gym, things on healthy kicks. Nothing's wrong with that.
Where's going on what type
Offer
of
it.
man you is? Because see, one man he might want to go to churches, or he might.
Well, hey,
or he might want to,
if that's
or he
what you
might
choose
want
to
to
do.
barbecue, or he might want to sit back and cook a meal or whatever. I
But
mean,
listen, in all of this, whatever the woman is safe with, if she want to eat churches with her friend or with whoever he is, then that's what they do. But like for instance, in your instance, you try and implement healthy living, right? So you implement who you are as a person.
yeah,
That's part of getting to know you. So I would know that if I
I,
was getting to know
I
you, our date would not be at churches or Popeyes or KFC. You know, our date would be a place
right.
of healthy side, right? So nothing wrong. That's getting to
And
know
then
you.
you
I
know,
know that this man like to walk. I know that this man like to eat this type of food or do this. That's part of getting to know you. So that's
yeah,
dating.
yeah. I agree that. And then you'll know if you're gonna run them away or not.
You're right. While you
You
playing,
be
that's
more
good.
authentic. I think if a person be more authentic, but just like say a woman got 2, 3 kids. Don't go to first date and have him, y'all go out like this gonna be norm. Cook a meal at the house with your kids around there. Let him see what he gonna get himself into. You
Well,
know what
while
I'm
you
saying?
playing, that's a great idea.
That's a great
Because most
idea.
people that have children, they come in a package. So you won't just be dating just the female, you're dating her and the kids that she has. So if you want this person in your life, you're going to have these kids some type in your life. Not that it would probably be all the time, but it'll be around.
Mhm.
So I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Dating comes from getting to know a person. You
Mhm.
get to know people by dating them, even talking to them. You can have a conversation with a person and know where their heads are anyway.
Right. And then I think the same thing with that. Like, say if you're a person that, go to church and you kind of want you more of a holier type of man, then you might want a man that willing to go to church with you. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want.
Right.
So
And you
so
said holier, but yeah, I get what you're saying on that
yeah,
part. But hey, it is what it is. And if that's not anything they want, then it won't happen that way.
right, right,
And
right,
vice versa. It
right,
works the same way. You may be a person that love the club hop. That's not her forte. So then you getting to know, that's what I'm saying. You're getting to know a person by being involved in their life. And that's a lot of things. People get in these situations with
right.
people. They start off trying to impress. They impress people in the beginning to let you only see the good side.
Mhm.
Then everything start going downhill. All the good things you got to hook that person, you cut it off. You don't do any of those things anymore. But you expect this person to be the same that you want them to be, but you changed. The
Yeah,
things that you did to try and rear this person in, like everything is copacetic, it cuts off. It cuts off to your own, okay, that's enough. I got this person where I need them to be, and I need you to stay here. But you got to realize whatever it took to get them is going to take to keep them.
but yeah, and that's why I push to men. Less is best, cause cause if you do too much, you ain't gonna be able to keep up.
Did you say less is best? Okay, keep that way, and we're going to
No,
see
I'm
how far
just
they
saying.
go. How
Think
about
about it
that
though.
part?
Think about it though. If you do a lot, like say a man come out here, he put flowers out here, he do this, he do that, he do that. If he get in a bad spot, can't keep it up, my man, she gon' it ain't gonna work. Because guess what? She started loving what he was doing. Like I remember somebody, and they was going on every weekend. They was going out of town, right? So
Okay.
I remember for a while, every weekend they were going out of town. So I remember at one point, I think the dude, he kind of slacked up about 3 weekends, not taking, going out of town. Oh, she clowned and felt a certain, felt a certain kind of way. What the whoop the whoop whoop. And I said, wow. Because he missed a couple of weekends, it got like this here. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, they should have had.
So we got to think about that. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of times we get into situations that you really, a lot of people don't like it a certain kind of way. But what you think though?
About what?
About just I'm gonna jump out of it. I'm gonna jump to family. Next baggage question.
Family can be baggage.
Yeah. A bad family, it can be baggage on a good family. Like you ever two families you ever watch a TV show and one family like a goody two-shoe family and the other family hood and they trying to get along together and they such opposite and this and that.
But listen, this is the thing.
Go ahead.
When it comes to your relationship, that's why it takes you getting to know the person. You have to understand, I'm bringing this. My side is ratchet. You saying my side is bourgeois, So we already know what we have, and whether our families can connect or not, because sometimes it can be like mixing oil and water. So we know what we have. So we have to be strong enough to accept this is what my family does, this is what your family does, and we have to implement into them. You're going to come together this way, or you're not going to be a part of what we got going on here. So that's the point of getting to know each other so that you can understand what family brings. Because family is not who you're getting together with. You just have to deal with them. So you can deal with family on a certain level or a certain instinct, but family should not control what you guys have built. If you date and understand each other, get an understanding of each other.
I can understand that. You have to set boundaries and this and that, but hey, family can cause baggage because some families think about it like this here. If you stay in LA, one family might be Crip, one family might be.
But I'm not going there with you.
No, I'm just saying I haven't seen it.
But I understand what you're talking about. Yeah. I understand what you're talking about. But listen, I'm not going there with you.
That's a good one, though, ain't it? That's a good one, though.
It was almost good. It was almost good. But it wasn't good.
Sometimes we don't understand. Like one family now, whoa. But
that's why you got to get that understanding. When you get with this person, you see this thing and you got it and this eye catcher. This may be the shape and body and feel and affection that you feel like you want. But you and your family, y'all rocking this color, and her family, they rocking this color. So you got to see if this will coincide, if this is something that's going to be an inconvenience for me. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I say the point about dating.
I got another one.
Get to know each other.
I got another for you.
I'm listening.
Imagine,
no crap.
Imagine you got a family and they at the good side of town. You know how they keep the grass all neat and all that old type of stuff.
Right.
And then somebody come and the bad family come over there. They throwing a little get together, and people start pulling across the grass.
That's the point. You got to get to know who you're dealing with. You got to know what baggage you're bringing into your
I'll tell you
situation.
that. They start pulling across the grass, and next thing you know, it ain't just it just ain't it ain't no regular family
It
no
ain't
more.
what you thought it was gonna be. That's the whole point of the matter.
Hold up, player. And then Joker trying to then you tell a Joker to pull in the street. I ain't taking my car in the street. You see that candy? I'm just saying, man. They think it's a fashion show crossing your yard.
Well, that's the whole point when I'm
I'm just
saying you
saying,
get
though.
to know what you got. You can't just get in these things and think you can just lay with somebody and share yourself and switch souls and feel like it's just going to be okay, that because that felt good, that the baggage that come with it is okay. You don't know what psychotic situation you have just connected yourself with.
Now,
And
why?
that's the thing about it. People need to get to know each other before you get involved in things. And people don't do that. You
And
know,
then
you got to know how crazy your situation you're getting into is, what you really have to deal with. You know, what would happen that would affect your life and your family life if you're talking about being with this person like that, like talking about.
now, old boyfriends and girlfriends.
Mm,
See,
look,
we're a product of what we've been through.
and I do
So
know. I do know.
baggage can come in the form of crazy boyfriends and ex
Well,
boyfriends who
like
won't let
even
you go.
myself, I have ex that still try and reach out to me to let me know, like, hey, this is here, like this and that. If ever, you know, I'm here for you. And
Yeah.
they put on their persona like I'm here for you like a friend. But I know, you know, your situation probably didn't work out wherever you've been all these years. And now you see, or maybe think that I'm in a good place and you just want to put your, how they say, shoot your shot to see if you have a chance to, you know, come back around. But people are like that. When you have your mindset and your standards are set on where you are, your ex and things, that will not be baggage that you will be carrying into your new relationship.
Yeah.
You know, even things that you've gone through to even hurt you. I've been in situations where I've been hurt. My feelings has really been hurt. But even in my relationship, I had to get past holding my new stuff against what I've been through. And it took years, but I'm getting there. I'm in such a better place with it and accepting that I can hold this person accountable for something that I've experienced in my past. But that's called growth. It's called growth with communication within yourself, you know, because a lot of times the new person don't even know how to even discuss it with you and don't care to. It's like you have to develop things for self before you can even be a helpmate to anyone else, new or old, you know?
Mm.
You have nothing to say on that part?
Well, I was thinking about the crazy part of the old boyfriends and girlfriends, and see, I want to go into not just boyfriend girlfriends, old husbands, wives, baby mamas. I mean, old boyfriends and girlfriends that still causing a little chaos in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you paying child support and you still got this joker all talking about let's see little things that women would say. Oh, I'm gonna break you, I'm gonna take you back to child support court, yo broke tail. You don't do this, you don't do that. But then you say, I ain't behind in child support. Oh, I'm gonna raise the child support. I'm gonna get them to put you in jail. I mean, you got some toxic people out here
But
that'll do
that's when
all
you
kind of
have to go out here and understand that they can't just do that.
stuff. Lie. We can
No.
say what they can't do. These folks doing what they want to do out here.
No, they can't just go and say, I'm raising your child support. They don't have that ability to do that.
Well, anytime you even try to find a different job, it's men right now, but that still won't even get a better job because they know they child support gonna raise. They'll rather get paid on the table because they know they're gonna kill them. I know a dude. I know one dude that he was paying so much child support. I think they were telling him. I was in the courtroom. They were way back, and they sit up there and told him. He said out of all that, I won't be keeping but $36 out of my check. And the judge like, but you taking care of your kids. And I looked, I said, oh man. And I can understand he had a bunch of kids, he had about 7, 8 kids. But if you ain't getting but 36, how you gonna pay for your gas? And that what those boys
how you gonna live?
How know
feed yourself?
I'm telling you now, they were breaking them down.
Oh wow.
Think about it. It's always the men that most time end up in jail behind child. But when the last time you heard a woman talk about, I went to jail because I ain't paid child support?
Never heard
it. I'm telling you now. What up, Robert in the house? In his house, up in his house. Got some of them bars up in here. What up? What up? What up? Okay. Yeah, man. Subject for the day. I gotta make that thing scroll down now. Pow!
Do men and women have too much baggage to stay together? That is the subject for tonight. Because we want to know, is there so much baggage in a person's life that you can't even work on a relationship? Nothing can be done to save it. Will it be sabotaged by the baggage that you're carrying with you?
Miss Hill say, depends on who they are.
But we're speaking of they. She's speaking of the person, generally. But Mr. Know-It-All, he was here discussing with us. Robert said when it's not unpacked periodically. I agree with you. Just like Mr. Know-It-All, he was talking about, baggage such as old friends and new friends.
Yeah.
And he was talking about family.
Mm-hmm.
And did you say new and old boyfriends?
Yeah, that what we
on. New, if you're getting to know this person, there shouldn't
old
be
boyfriend and old girlfriends that be
old boyfriends, girlfriends, old spouses, things like that.
Yeah. Old exes, old baby mama.
Any ex boo-boo you had, are they carrying baggages? And a lot of times we can take things that we've experienced with our past situations and hold it against the new stuff we're trying to work on. And then the new person have to take on how you feel a certain type of way about this is because you've gone through this in your past relationship. So they have to suffer the consequences of what you've dealt with. That's considered baggage. Men need to understand that. Women too. We both need to understand that things we've gone through, we can't take those things and hold our new stuff accountable.
It is. Life made you crazy.
Well, hey, you can break that thing. You can turn that cycle around and do something different.
So after life made you crazy, you're going to be able to turn it around and make it a positive. That's what you just...
You can. You can. Haven't you heard of therapists?
So what's the whole point of being crazy? I ain't never heard that you can turn a crazy person into a...
Listen, there's a difference between being crazy and acting crazy. And a lot of times, things that you've gone through make you act different. But you know, if you've been robbed before, it make you act different because you don't know if the situation will arouse again that you may be robbed or taken for something that belongs to you. So you act different. You don't go crazy from it. You act different.
That's why a lot of dudes don't do all that dating because they've been taken for their lunch money, so they acting different.
Well, you need to learn a different cycle of dating.
Right?
Dating is not
Men
just going
are,
to dinner buying nobody a meal.
men have a men have adjusted.
Women have
I think
adjusted as
men have
well.
adjusted, and the data world has changed because men are not boo boo the foo foo no more. Now
No,
we still
because
got
women also pay for meals. Have you ever had a woman to
yeah.
pay for your meal?
Hey,
Right. So what do you mean? It isn't just a one-sided
things
thing.
are
Stop
getting better.
living on society that
No,
if
I
you
think
go on a date that the man have
no.
to pay for the meal. That has been
What I'm
thrown out the
saying,
window a long time ago.
is, I don't feel like I'm going through hardship like that. I'm thinking, the average man. When I'm looking at the average man and I listen to them out here, some of them talk. They, what I'm saying, like Corona put a lot of stuff back in check.
Yeah, a lot of men have to be home with their spouses or girlfriends and not seeing their booze. That's what you mean. But
What?
you are here.
Booze?
You are here. They are not here to discuss it, but you are here to represent. So we're asking you. And so if you have this information, share it with us because this is our learning circle right here on Hood Talk.
Well, I think we're learning to, we're getting by some stuff. I feel it's a breakthrough going on around here. I feel like since Kevin Samuels and a lot of other channels talking to men, and some women are listening to some of this content, I think women are starting to understand men a lot better. So I do think,
No problem. So
it's changing.
excuse me for talking over you, but
Like,
so
yeah,
I'm asking from a man perspective, is dating wrong? Is there a problem with dating a female?
yeah. I mean, half of the men scared to even ask a woman on a date. Even I'm gonna tell you, half the men even scared to even ask a woman for their telephone number. I had scared to tell a woman, "Hey, how you doing?" Because people done changed. They think if you ask them anything like that, now you're thirsty or you what's name. I mean, I tell you this. The same thing that women cry about that they mad that men do. If they stopped it where men couldn't do it, women would go crazy. Like if they took off the like button on Facebook, so we couldn't like your pictures, we couldn't send nothing, couldn't send nothing or nothing. Okay, no inboxes, no wasn't everything had to be front and center.
You guys will be bored
No,
because you guys stay in women inbox. You guys will be bored if they
let me
took
tell you
the
something.
inbox
Let
away.
me let me tell you something. And that means if they took the inboxes away, they'll take the stories away. So yeah, women would be posing with your tongue stuck out and smooching and half doing this and shaking it and twerking and all that stuff on their stories.
You
Yeah,
on the wrong. You have the wrong
I'm
friends
telling
to
you.
see those type of stories. Okay, that's the bottom line.
You think so?
I know so. If you
Oh,
seeing
you
that
don't
on
know.
your stories,
You
then
ain't never seen them twerking on
your
your
friends need to be cleaned up. Your friends need to be cleaned up. You seeing women twerking with their tongues out, duck lips, things like that. Women don't do that stuff no more. We have
what?
grown.
What
Like
is
I
women?
said, your circle
What
is
is you said
different. So
women
I
don't
can't
do this?
say what you see.
You said women do not do this no more?
No, a lot of women don't do that. Ladies, we've
Wow.
gotten over that stuff. We passed that.
I don't know these women.
Like I
that
said,
you
you
said
limited
that don't
them.
do it. You said women don't do it no more?
Yeah, we growing up.
I guess. Well, grown. I sure didn't know that one. I mean, cause how you said it is it's kind of
It's
bewildering.
shocking because you need to clean up your circle. That's what you need to do. If you're seeing those things, you need to go to the next level, you know, because people around these parts, you're on a different level. You are what you surround yourself with. And a lot of things that you do, you try and clean those things up. You know, I've been told by a man.
Maybe y'all ain't got enough Facebook friends.
Maybe that's it. You may have too many. You don't even know all your friends. You probably got what 6, 7,000. But anyway, but I'm just saying, a lot of things I
Listen.
listen. I've talked with a guy, and
Uh-huh.
the guy was like telling me, you know, you are the company that you keep.
Yeah,
So the people that you choose to hang out with, you can be labeled as them.
right.
You know, so I kind of, was like thinking like, oh, he just being judgmental. But eventually I kind of took it and understood what he was saying. And when I separated myself at a certain point, not that I cut the friends off, but certain things that we would do, I limited those things. It made it different. And I stopped getting those certain approaches from when I was with this person or these people at a certain time.
Right.
So it's called maturity. It's like things you have to grow in life.
Yeah.
If you
And
want
that's,
to change, if you expect change, you have to start the change
I
within
got
yourself.
guess what? I got a story just like that.
Go ahead. Let me
I,
hear you.
I started hanging with certain dudes, and all of a sudden I ain't been to jail a long time.
Isn't that wonderful? It
so,
makes a
so
difference.
it makes a difference. It makes a difference. I actually see police and wave now.
Look, you don't turn off on the side street when you see roadblocks.
Or run through them. Oh my bad.
Right. See, you silly.
Be like, oops, that was a roadblock. I thought somebody was trying to jack me.
The
I see
police
the
with blue
flashlight.
lights trying to
I
jack
see
you.
the flashlight. Nah, back then they used to just jump on the corner with some flashlights. They ain't put their
Oh,
blue lights on.
oh,
They
okay.
blue lights when they come try to catch you from running through the roadblock. We like, I thought y'all was finna jack me. I thought it was the Jack Boys. You know how they be having them fake badges and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Cause ain't license check illegal anyway?
I don't know. I never researched it.
Yeah, in certain states it's illegal to do that.
Well, I guarantee you it isn't in Mississippi. They make everything okay that will criminalize people of color.
Mm. That sound like a smart woman. Cause they will get you. They
And
will
will.
get you. And you won't know what happened to you.
Back to these baggages you're talking
Okay.
about.
All right, let me get
We
back
got
to this
over the boyfriends and exes and spouses and things. So now we're trying to
life.
see what else.
And we got over life made you crazy.
Well, life, we understand that life
Okay.
can change your situation.
What about this one? People you had beef with.
Oh,
Baggage. See, you can bring that into another situation. See, your past can follow you. See, because people don't even look at it like that. You can do something to somebody 3 years ago. They ain't seen you in 3 years. They still got beef with you.
I know, right? And let me tell you something that I used to hear women doing this. But now I hear guys doing this.
Uh-huh.
Like, just say, for instance, a guy have a beef with your dude. You know nothing about it.
Right.
They're doing everything they can to sabotage your relationship because they've had a
Don't like
past
them.
beef with your dude.
Right.
And,
They
and
don't
that's
like
that's one of the baggages that you have to
it.
carry.
Right.
What if it's unknown baggage? You don't know anything about it.
And they can be telling you any and everything
Any and
to try to,
everything
to
because
try
they
to
just
break it up.
want to
Cause,
ruin your situation.
right. Because they already know that they like, yeah, I'm gonna say how they say, I'm gonna book this shit up.
Right. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna win her over because he ain't nothing.
or he just want to hit his girl.
Just
He
to
just
say
want
I
to get
did
that
that.
cookie. He gonna
Just to say he did.
he gonna tell you how he gonna take care of you and I always ask this question: why these dudes ain't got no girlfriend? If they
Because
such
they
good
around
dudes,
here getting
hold on.
everybody else's
No,
girlfriend. What do you
If
mean?
these dudes is such good dudes, you know how the dudes be selling you a story that they such good dudes. Shouldn't they be almost married? Shouldn't they be
They
married?
should
if
have
they
a
such
whole
good dudes?
wife
A whole wife, a
and
whole
family.
girlfriend, a whole son.
I
See,
can do this for you. I can provide this for you. I can love on you
I
this
can't
way. I can
stand
bring
these
you a food
dudes that
and
be
chew
running
you up
around.
and spit you out
Yeah,
and give it to you.
I can't stand these
And you
dudes.
don't even know that you're the circumstances of old beef. So that's not the woman's fault. I just pray that us women, we can just be strong enough to withhold ourselves when things are lacking.
Yeah,
Because the beef hunters, they are out there trying to get revenge on something we knew nothing about.
I'm telling you, man. And like I said, it's women out there too that'll say anything.
Mm-hmm.
That'll say anything to try to get the car. Cause see, this is what people don't realize. See, women fight more with the tongue than they fist. See, women know they can't outstrong a man, this and that, so they beat them down with it. See, that's when they call it shaming language. When a woman say stuff like, "Oh, you a punk, you let a joker do you like this," or this and that,
Mm-hmm.
yo, ting, smile,
Mm-hmm.
all kind of stuff. Uh, 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 I heard he gay. I mean, women do this all the time. I got partners, and I know people that I ain't never heard it. You would think after people would call people gay and other things, you would actually saw them with somebody else, somebody gay, or just know it for a fact. I mean, people be like, they just calling people certain kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of it, it just it's petty. It's petty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That beef, that's that real beef there. What you talking about? Who you got beef with? Got real beef. That's real beef. Uh-oh. Here go another one. Money problems.
Money problems.
Baggage with money problems.
Ain't that something serious?
See, baggage with money problems is real baggage because that's dealing with the bag.
Mm. I didn't
That's
say
real
no
problem.
money bag.
Because see, I was listening to a woman on what's that? She was talking about how she went to school and everything. She was like, "I'm 100,000 in debt." Like, wow, 100,000 in debt. You got to understand what's going on sometimes when a woman is 100,000 in debt.
That's not good.
Right. So people don't even realize money problems, like a dude that can't save his money. Um, sometimes a woman don't want to be with him because he don't know how to save money. He don't know how to become something better because he don't know how to put money up. He don't know how to save it for a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
It rains every day at his house. So, I mean, being a man, sometimes you got to buckle down and say, okay, I want this. Let me put me up some money for this. You know what I'm saying? At least get your debts out of the way. See, a lot of people, they don't even want to keep no money because they're scared they might die tomorrow and somebody else be enjoying their money. They want to blow it out.
Right.
And this is not the right mindset to have is I just want to spend all my money so won't nobody, take, ball with my money when I'm gone or this and that. Man, you can't even afford your own funeral.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's
A lot of
not
people can't
good.
even afford their own. So if you out here call yourself a baller and I got bond money and you ain't got enough money to put somewhere to bury your own butt, just stop it. Just stop it. You are not a baller.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a shot caller. You're a faker and a shaker.
All of
I'm
it.
just saying that a lot of people, if you told a man, I give you $2,000 if you show me 500. A lot of dudes ain't got 500 to their name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the lady side. I heard, you know what they said, the average savings of a woman is?
What is it?
You ain't gonna like this.
2,000.
$5.
Oh wow.
$5. The average savings for a black woman is $5.
Oh wow.
Now
That
ain't
is
that
so good.
yeah. Do a little research. I know them little hands that you like, oh, what the world? Type it up. Type it up. The average savings for a black woman. Go and look it up right quick. I know you got it. I know you can. Oh, you got it.
Mm.
You thinking about that thing too. You like, what? What the world? Tell you now. $5. What you come up with?
I'm just looking.
Okay. I want to know.
Not for retirement, just savings, period.
Yeah, savings period. And I was like, wow. See, that means people got to do better. Got to start saving. Women can't save money to save their life. They always shopping, always buying. Don't have nothing saved for a rainy day, most of them. You came up with any stats yet?
No, I'm looking by gender.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just put male or female?
Well, at first I said woman, but now it says something different. So maybe you need to share with me what you found because I'm seeing
Well,
something different.
tell me what the average savings is say.
I'm seeing that women reported an average of $16,986 in their savings account. Meanwhile, men report a savings in average of 34,942. So they have almost
Go.
doubled. Mhm. Yep.
And women, these the same women say they was in the top of the world over men, didn't they? If you can't save money, it don't matter how much money you make. See, that's what we got to give women. If women really want to run the world, y'all got to start saving some of this money y'all making. Some of this
Well,
good
the
money.
best way that women save money, we save on discounts and coupons, like couponing and
Yeah,
discounts,
but you
but
still shopping.
more so than men. But
Yeah,
just
stuff
saving
like
money in general for a rainy day, men are seeming to have us beat. Because, we have a lot of things to take care of in life.
yeah. But see, we did, didn't I wish you look up black women though, because it's a whole different ball game. But you know what? We're gonna mess around. We're gonna mess around and do a show about something like that. Add something like that.
Don't be trying to offend us. Get yourself
Ain't
together.
nobody trying to offend you. I'm trying
Don't
to
be
help.
offending us as black women. Watch
I'm
it.
trying to help.
Is that gonna make us save though? That's what I want
Yeah.
to know. Okay.
If somebody pointed out, you got to point it out first. See, you see me point out that all y'all can save is $5. Then y'all gonna say, hold on, man. I got
I
10.
know I can save $20. I don't know what you talking about.
Right. Then y'all started rolling y'all head and stuff. Talking about I got my money saved.
I can save $20. I don't know
Yeah. They're the average woman, because guess what? Because the reason why is because the average woman most of the time have more bills than they have ownership of anything. So say if you
more bills than money.
right, but
It's just what it is. It
yeah,
has nothing to do with ownership. They have
yeah,
more bills than money.
right.
I got all these bills
So
and no money.
if you got an apartment, a car note, you know,
Credit card bill.
for credit card debt
And
and
then just think about
shopping,
all the normal household necessities.
right? Water
Children
bill,
would be a
water
double
bill, right?
whammy.
Children, water bill, light bill, all that. You ain't saving no money. You ain't saving nothing.
You can't. You
Money,
don't have any money to save.
and on top of that, you guys school debt. I done seen women go to school, back to school, 4, 5 times. You get what somebody told me. A woman's midlife crisis is school. Every time a woman go back to school, that means she ain't got no man no more. Every time, every time, every time woman loses.
Let's call some barbershop
you know what? I'm
conversation.
single, and I guess I'll go back and get my bachelor's. At least I make more money, but you got more debt. Now with your bachelor's, you done struck up about 16, 17 more $1,000 on your debt. Maybe even more.
Mm.
So, hey, that was my last
Money problem
one.
is a situation that can take any situation on down through there with people.
Yeah,
Because money, it be the ruler of evil. And like it says, that caused confusion for a lot of situations.
right.
Yeah. But I understand you talk your thing, but I was gonna talk about emotional baggages.
Go ahead.
Like for instance, you have a baggage of guilt. You're always feeling weary and unhappy, because of things you've done. Maybe you've done somebody wrong, you caused harm to another person, or even you've cheated on them. Sometimes you've had that little guilt of that baggage and you want to know if it's going to be repeat stats. That can be something. If that's something you do, then you wonder if this is something that I'm going to become.
Hmm.
So in anything, you have to control the root of everything. You can't be so judgmental on yourself. People can change. And, if you were a cheater or you're a person out here just, you know, what they do is they don't say I was a cheater. I wasn't in a committed relationship. But you around here, you're having multiple partners at one time and you're juggling these people. That's emotional baggage because you're doing these things for your self sufficiency, for your own reason of finding comfort. So you have this guilt. So that's a baggage that you impose upon your new relationship. And that's not good. You have anything to say on that?
Now, I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I mean, you can expand on it, but I mean, like, I kind of understand what you're saying, but
And that'll also fall into the category of regrets. You know what you were used to doing. You wasn't just committed to a person or openly saying I'm committed to a person. So you have these regrets of like I'm getting into this situation, but I used to have fun living in my past and doing what I want to do and not being cautious of anyone else's feelings because my feelings were the only ones at stake. The feeling of regret,
you
like
know what I think that is? You know what I think that is?
I'm
I think,
listening.
well, what what you're saying is like, say a man is living, man or woman, living in a certain kind of way, and they
Right,
got a certain kind of freedom.
right,
Um, One thing about it, people who've been free a while, it's hard to cage them up. So, it's just like a wild animal. If a wild animal been roaming all his life, and then all of a sudden you put him in a cage, he falls in a deep depression
mm-hmm,
because he's not himself no more. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think what you're saying is a person might be striving to be themselves, but they know they can't. They locked up in a little box where they can't be what they naturally would be.
But that's the thing. Naturally, do you think it's naturally for a person to be exposed to freedom and just doing whatever they like? So commitment is something that you're
You
saying
said
that is natural.
exposed to freedom. I thought freedom was a God given right.
Okay, so being a part of being freed and not committed in a situation.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm saying being exposed to being able to be free like you wanted to be, and
Uh-huh.
now you're trying to settle down and commit yourself, so that would never happen, right?
Well, I think no, but what I'm saying is different people can do different things. Like, say this. Some people um I think they can, if some people can, if you've been captured long enough,
I'm sorry.
you get used to that cage and you like the cage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, cage ain't so bad. Cause when I
Oh
was out
Lord.
there, because when I was out there in the street, I was knocking over garbage cans and all that. And at least I got a family right here. You ever took a stray dog, thought about it, a stray dog that was, just out there willing, and he get adopted by a family. He feels so good now. You
Because
feel
he
what I'm saying?
cleaned up
Because
and
this
he's being
might be
fed on a consistent
right.
basis. Ain't got
He's
to eat
not
out of everybody's
starving.
garbage can.
He, he,
Okay.
he
I
not.
get the
He
root
get
stuff.
fed
Okay.
every day. He get fed every day. It's according on what did that capture do to that person.
Oh,
You
okay.
feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lion out there that get captured. He hate it. It's a lion out there that get captured. And he like, man, they throwing me free meals. I ain't got to work. I ain't got old anyway. I couldn't chase the animals no more. Now they just throwing me stuff out like I do it raw every now and then. They throw me extra. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, so sometimes, you know, being captured, I mean, if you think about it, if your captured state is better than your free state, then you're gonna say, I like this captured state. But if you captured and you start thinking, damn, when I was free, I was getting more of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was doing better when I was free than when I was captured.
Right. Like you're ignoring your inner critics. Rather, you're just acknowledging while it's not letting these thoughts or emotions consume you or dictate your moods or behaviors. So this the inner thing you're thinking like, oh, maybe I should be okay with just this. But the inner you thinking like, these are my emotions, but I ain't trying to attach to this stuff. You learn that your thoughts and emotion it's just energy passing through. It feels good. I'll stick around for a little while, but the outside of me, the wild gonna come out at any given moment. That's that inner
Yeah,
criticism.
but see, sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. But sometimes your wildness, like I said, you've been captured a while. Your wildness
It
calmed
flares
down.
up, doesn't it? Like arthritis, they
Oh yeah,
say.
no,
On the go.
I'm saying it's just like I said, it's like a stray cat and a house cat. Once that stray or whatever get used to that house, okay, he started running that house. He don't want to be out there. You got dogs that ain't never stayed in the house, and once they start staying in the house, they don't want to go outside no more. They go outside, pee, come right back in the house. They don't want no pause outside. And I mean, that's just like a, a person that's in a relationship. Once they in a good relationship or a high relationship, they say, I'd rather live with what I know than to go back out there and deal with what I don't.
What can be new to me?
Right,
Because in the streets everything change all the time.
right.
You
And
get new
everything
things that'll
look
set you
good.
up for a new stress disorder.
Everything look good, ain't good.
Ain't good for you, honey.
You know
Got
what
some
I'm
extra
saying?
salt and pepper on top.
Like sometimes you can come across like say I'm gonna do this in even a woman's way of thought on this.
Okay.
A woman could go out here in the world and she could find her devil now. The dude, he gonna do everything right. He gonna lick on her, rub on her, all this good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But one thing in the back of her mind is, if he doing me like this, who else he been doing like this? You know what I'm saying? Like it. See, women might look at a man, some men, as a toy. I was watching a TikTok video and things today, and I seen a TikTok video, and they was like, "Oh, the," she said, "the best dick come without a car." He be walking around everywhere. They're just saying like the dudes, broke dudes that ain't got too much, know how had the best sex around him. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they be working on them transportation and money and shoes and all that stuff.
No, she said broke dudes. So and when I think about a dude like this here, sometimes I would think about a dude that would do anything to satisfy a woman so he can sometimes just have a place to stay. Some men out here slanging P P P Diddy out here just for a place to stay. They working that thing. They trying to do as best as they can so they can lay down without a joker telling them to get out. Because they ain't got nothing else to offer her.
That's true.
And she said, and every time I look up, I say, this is the last time I'm going to pick your tail up. But she said, I keep on picking them up. I mean, but like I say, once a woman get used to a certain thing, you feel what I'm saying? Like it might be hard for her to move on. Like say and that's why some women can't be attached to another dude because they so used to this. Dealing with a dude lesser than this, it just don't match to them. So you might find a real good dude, but what if his sex ain't great? And you know a dude that's 3 times better than him, but he ain't got none of the other qualities that you want.
Yep, I understand that part.
So then what? Then you know what is it worth? Is it worth losing this when you got a package or something for that 7 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes of pleasure?
Well, that's the thing about it. A lot of things aren't just carnal. Maybe it's the quality time and
A lot of things are.
conversation. I'm just saying, like maybe these are the things that make you accept your losses or your lacking of your situation. Although this person may have this and that to offer, like you're saying, what other qualities past that do you have to offer? But a lot of people don't think about or weigh in on their options. They just take for what they have now or whatever situation to get their own self pleasure and feel like everything is going to be a hidden secret. So that's what make a person begin to cheat when you become selfish on your thoughts. You're not thinking of your situation. So that is extra baggage you bringing into your situation that you have because you're sharing this soul of this person with this person. You get all this stuff entwined. Everybody gonna be crazy. You don't even know why. Everybody's slipping out.
When I think of somebody saying what makes a person cheat, I don't agree with the make. It's a choice.
Right.
So when
let me take that word away. Yeah. This is why a person may choose to cheat, not make. This is why a person may choose to
cheat. Words make
it does, and I agree with you.
Yeah,
it makes a difference.
Cause see, like, if you feel like you don't need a person, or if you feel like the lifestyle that this person live ain't for you, it's better to go and leave and let it alone.
And let it alone. Let it play with someone's emotions.
And get some crazy.
Right, and get chopped up.
You a whole suitcase now.
All of that. Floating on some water. I'm like, that girl was that strong? Yes.
But what else you got to add on that one?
well, that's it. I'm just saying, when it comes to situations and these extra baggages that comes with people, just try and be considerate. If this is something you want and you're willing to work toward making it better or your situation, do that. But if it's something you can't handle, don't pretend that you want these extra baggages when you probably can't handle them. And some people, like, if I had 5 children, maybe my dude don't want to deal with a woman with 5 children because I can't handle all these kids, for one. And then for 2, what if I have 5 different baby dads? This baggages that he may not want to deal with. So I'm just saying, you just have to know what baggage you're willing to work with.
I agree with that. But I do agree that if you're gonna get out of relationships, it's best to get out of it quick. If you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm saying, like, if you're gonna get out of it. Like, once you
not be a part of the relationship itself.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if you're gonna run quick. I mean,
don't stay in it 10 years like, oh, I can't do this no more.
because like I was telling people the other day, I was telling somebody the other day, would you rather have a man and forgive him 30 times or change relationships 30 times? Because that's what's going on. Like women are changing. Women don't even realize in the last 10 years they done had 30 relationships. No, it's so. Think about this here. Think about on the average person, if she just single, she could easily date 3 people a year.
But listen, this is the point. You just
3
made a
people.
statement. Okay, go ahead. I'm
Right.
sorry.
No, I'm saying 3 people in 10 years, that's 30 relationships. Just
Okay.
3 people a year. You know what I'm saying? And women would look at 3 people a year like that ain't nothing to date 3 people in a year. But every time you say this, every time you date a person and you kissing on a person or you this and that, that's a relationship.
So
It's
is
a
a kiss on
kind
the
of
lips
relationship.
and tongue the same thing?
It's a certain kind of relationship though.
No, I'm asking. If
What,
I kiss another man on the lips or I tongue him, does that mean something different?
what you mean?
Like, is that two different things? Is
Oh, a
that
kiss or in a lick? Is it
uh-huh.
two different things?
Kiss and tongue action?
I
French
don't know
kissing
because
and smooches, are those different?
yeah, but I'm sure they different. I'm sure they different, but what I'm saying is at the same time is I'm sure just kissing somebody is a form of a relationship.
Of being sentimental on the situation.
You feel what I'm saying? Like if you kissing on somebody, it's a form of a relationship. It
Okay.
might not be the perfect relationship, or it might be what's name, but when you start kissing, you in that relationship. If you're hunching, you're kissing, it's some kind of relationship going on.
It's
Either
something.
friends with benefits or this, it's some kind of relationship going on. And a lot of people claim that they can handle some of these type of relationships, but really can't.
Right. And just like you just made the statement, you asked if a woman would rather forgive her man 30 times or be in 30 relationships, right?
Right.
So the thing is, if a woman can forgive her man, can we get the same thing? Because it takes two of us to make it work. So what if the woman messed up 30 times? Would it be okay, or would it be suffice or advice to a man to forgive your woman 30 times
Yeah,
opposed to having 30 relationships?
it's men that have forgiven their woman 30, 40, 50 times.
Well, good. That means they'll last forever.
But
You
I
learn to
think, but
forgive.
but guess what? 80% of all divorces are filed by women. So it's not the men that's leaving, it's the women that's leaving.
Well, you just gave the advice. Just forgive and try and work through it. So it'd be vice versa. Because
But
I
guess
remember
what?
one time we were around we were around some people, and these ladies were making a statement. They was like, you mess up on me, I'm gonna mess up on you.
Yeah,
That's how it
or
is.
okay, guess what? Or this cancel culture. See, you got a culture that women now, if you mess up, it's even preached in the church now. If he not doing what you need him to do or this and that, move on and find you somebody better on your. Yeah, I'm telling you now. I
Yeah,
done
I
heard,
know some
I
people
done,
say that, but that
I
is
done,
not
I
the
done seen
Bible
the
way.
preacher. I done seen the preacher. You mess around and turn on one of them stations on Sunday. The preacher will tell you. He be trying to get you a whole different relationship. Sometimes you need to X people out your relationship and out your life. Who that sound like?
I don't
Joe,
know.
Joe,
Oh,
Joe. I ain't gonna say his
Osteen.
name.
Oh,
I ain't gonna say his name. Ain't that one of his sayings? You need to exit people
your voice just sound like him. I don't recall him saying.
I was listening to him one time, and you wouldn't even believe I got one of his books in here. See,
But
people,
you
people
you
be
have
thinking I don't be reading up
some
on
that
these preachers.
teach it right, and they say like how you can forgive a person 7 times 70 a day within a day. So if they're teaching the Bible way and they're telling you to do that, why can't you forgive your spouse that many
Well,
times a
guess
day?
what? They ain't home. They playing like they teaching it now. They doing it different. Sometimes they teaching people how to move on too.
Yeah,
They
so
trying to
they can
teach
get in their
4 different
bed.
versions.
So they can get in the same bed they want that man to go ahead because it said he who loves his wife loves himself. And I'm sure if you love yourself, you can love me too. So you have to think about that. If you love yourself, you can love your spouse.
I'm sure. So what else you got?
That's it.
Come on now, you roll it out now. Roll it out. We're
Hey,
gonna roll with it
I
now.
rolled it. We got it to the
You
end,
good.
and that's just what it is. I mean, everything being said,
Uh-huh.
you know, when we're talking about baggages,
Uh-huh.
that can come from so many different levels. But the person have to have the mindset as if this is something that you actually want. You got to understand what you're receiving with baggage, and it doesn't always have to be something sexually. It doesn't always have to be with just children. It can be little things, but there are things that can be addressed or brought to light that you can change or build to make it better and grow from it. So just don't take every baggage that a person bring and hold them accountable for what they brought to the table. Even like you said, family, children, ex-boyfriends, ex-spouse, money problems, these are things that can be corrected. So if it's anybody that you feel that this is my dime, this is somebody I'm willing to work with, why not work with these things on them? If this is a person that you feel like, oh, this may be my good joke. So then you work on those things that will be acceptable for the both of you.
Right.
So in any situationship you have, it does not need to be one-sided on nothing. And even sexual, if the sexual is not there like you wanted, then there are ways you can work around it. In anything, there is a reason for compromising. So, if that's something you want, don't just hold a person baggage against them if it's something that can be worked out.
I agree.
So that's all. That's my bottom line to the baggage.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I can't knock nobody taking baggage because baggage can be a plus. You got
So
all these heavy suitcases, but hey,
so
I can
do
help you unfold these
I gotta
clothes and
ask
hang
you a
them up.
question. I gotta
I,
ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Do men and women have too much baggage to stay together?
No, 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 no. Anything can be worked out if that's what you're willing to do. The baggage is not the problem, the mindset is the issue. So if your mind is limited, then hey, you just gonna have a limited stuff. You won't have, you'll miss your good thing watching the baggage that they're carrying. instead of being the cultivator that the men are supposed to be in the woman's life.
He can't be no cultivator with bad dirt. I don't
Hey, when you have bad dirt, what do you do with bad dirt?
Throw it away.
Right. Okay, case closed.
Or move it over there and bring in
and get
good
some
dirt.
new soil and plant all your manure that you have.
Right, and that
Because you got a lot of
guess
manure
what?
yourself.
It gonna live, and then it gonna grow.
Replanted.
It gonna grow quick then.
Right. All
You
you gotta
put
do
some good
when you have flower pots and you see that your stuff won't grow, it's
Y'all
dying,
hear this, man?
maybe the sun burned it. What do? You repot the soil so it can grow again. You repot it, give it some room to breathe.
Hear this, man.
Growth. Say it again.
I said, hear this, man. Hear this. She's giving the game. So just remember, if they start acting up, change the pot. put some new soil in the pot, and your flowers and anything you growing gonna grow up, gonna spring up quick. You didn't even know that it was a master plan. You were just planting the wrong dirt with it.
I felt a little shade in there when you were saying it, but I'm gonna let you have that.
What?
You see the eye roll? You made me lock the eye roll on you, man.
Well,
I felt a little shade in there, but okay. But I meant what I said.
Yeah. And this is hood talk.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Got him. He cold. Got him. On some streets.
And like I said, this is Hood Talk. And this is Mr. Know-It-All. And I'm here with Miss Bella. And we will be back at our new time next week at 9 o'clock. Giving y'all a little more rest time before we get on this thing. So y'all won't be running around and saying this and that and that and that. Get a chance to get this new time a rolling. We're gonna roll this time till the time change, till it start getting dark at 5 again.
And then 9 o'clock gonna seem like midnight.
Right. We'll change it back there. Right. But yeah, we'll do this new 9 o'clock thing for a while to get this thing since it don't get dark till 8:30. Okay. But we'll see you next Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Don't forget to like and share. There's nothing wrong with liking and sharing. And we will see you, how they say, next week.
Next week.
And peace out. I had to get one of them shots off for the hood.
Hood shots.
Oh, my bad. Bye.